Hi.
Hi. Hey, sweetheart. How are
Hello.
you? Can you hear me?
Yes, breaking out.
Okay, let me check if this might be the problem.
And you
How's
good now?
that?
You good now? You good now?
Good now?
How are
Okay.
you, Simone? How are you?
I'm good, alive and well, and COVID free.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah,
it.
same here. Same here.
Good, good, good.
A
That's
few
the
weeks
only goal.
ago, a few
Hmm.
weeks ago, I took my other COVID testing, and it came
Okay.
out to be negative. And thank God, all
Oh,
my
darn.
COVID testings came out to be negative.
Good, good.
And people are telling me I need to take the vaccine, and now they're making the vaccine to be mandatory. I
Okay.
don't think I need to take the vaccine because I'm in good health and
Okay.
it's not
Okay.
necessary, but like, people
Okay.
really like want me and other people to take the vaccine.
Mm-hmm. Well, I have a lot of friends who don't want to take it. I have taken it. My aunt is a hematologist, and my godson is a bioengineer, and so they both all the questions I needed to ask, I asked them, and so I
Hmm.
felt very safe taking it here in Canada. So I'm good. So what everybody decides for their bodies is their choice, and if you don't want to take it, girl, don't take it. It's all good.
But in certain places here in New York, you have to take the vaccine.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, is it not that serious? And I just explained to them, I'm good, I'm in good health. And
Okay,
I
was
heard a
this?
lot of bad things about the vaccine.
Yeah, I've heard. I heard those things, but like I said, the doctors that I spoke to, I feel pretty good. I feel pretty confident in it. But I understand the
Mhm.
history of it, especially in Black America, in the U.S., with a history of medicine gone wrong. So I get it. I totally get it. I understand and I support your decision.
How did it feel taking it?
I was fine. And
Oh,
I'm very sensitive to medication. Um, extremely sensitive. And I had
okay.
no problem. That was
Oh,
me. I had no problem. I was
okay.
worried to a certain point, but I'm okay. I'm fine.
Mm-hmm.
But
And
you do what works for you.
And probably I might change my mind as time goes by. You never know.
Yeah. Do it when you're ready, because then you'll feel good about it and you'll feel confident. I felt confident because I asked a million questions and I got the
Mm-hmm.
answers that I needed, and so I was cool with it.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, for us
Okay.
musicians, us in entertainment, that's the only way
Mm-hmm.
we're going to be able to travel, because I travel
Uh-huh.
internationally. We gotta,
Yeah.
have it and be able to. Otherwise, a lot of the promoters don't want to have to be liable for,
Mm-hmm.
any outbreaks. You getting sick, me getting sick. That anybody, they're like, everybody got their vaccine. I'm like, yeah, yeah, we got it. So it's all good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and speaking of
Yeah.
the industry and music, I didn't know
Mhm.
you was out since the 90s. I was like, oh wow, so she was in a group called Love Incorporated.
Yeah, yeah, Love Inc. Yeah, yeah. And I toured the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
a lot with them, actually. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And before that, probably would be BK. It was another group called BKS. We had a lot of national success in Canada, a lot of house music that did
Mm-hmm.
well. So that's where I kind of got my roots in, was first hip
Mm-hmm.
hop and then into house music.
How did
Yeah.
it feel like reunited with Love Inc. and BKS?
Well, I haven't reunited with them, but
Oh, okay.
joining the groups, BKS disbanded, and then Love Inc. was created, and that
Mm-hmm.
was a lot of fun because I really had no
Mm-hmm.
idea just how big those tracks were going to become. So when it
Mm-hmm.
did hit, it was like, oh, okay, cool. It was kind of a cool thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, okay. Let's talk about your singles, Broken Bones, Your
Hmm.
Love Fades Away, and
Yeah.
Superstar.
Okay.
Tell us about those three singles.
Okay. Which one do you want to know about first?
Um, I want to know about Broken Bones because it's like that sounds like kind of intense.
Yeah. That is a song basically. When we created it, it was a whole bunch of different lyrics that we put together just to create a song. And out of that, so many people have interpreted it in so many different ways. So it really becomes up to the person listening. Other people see it as an anthem, that Yeah, anthem of strength. So I'm like, cool. I'm like, whatever it is to you, it works. You're a superstar is another anthem, but that one is pretty clear, saying, don't let anybody tell you that you're nothing. You are tonight and every night you're a superstar. So don't you be afraid. Think
We're
about the
gonna get
friends you made.
right to superstar because it's like that's a lot to discuss about. Superstar
Yeah.
is the one single that we have to discuss a lot about.
Let's talk. Let's talk.
And your love fades away. You was
Yes.
in a relationship and
No,
right.
actually, no, that one wasn't a relation. That was something actually my manager had written, and he was just kind of playing around in his office, and he came and he said, I wrote something, I want you to check it out. And I was like, okay. And he's like, I've got the first couple of verses, check it out, see what you think. And I liked it instantly. And so I just started singing. He goes, I haven't really developed a melody line, whatever. I've got something basic. And so we just kind of jumped in, and I liked it instantly. I could relate to it because, I mean, if you've been in a relationship, anyone who's been in a relationship can relate to that song. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Superstar, and
Hmm.
I saw like the video of you back in 2015 where you did a presentation at a school named TED
Oh, for
TEDx.
TEDx. TEDx. Yeah. TEDx talk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
TEDx St. Mary's. When you
Yes.
gave out that presentation, it's like what was like going through your mind when you was standing in front of like all those people,
Hmm.
and you like told your story.
Yes. Yes. You know what? It was great. I like motivational speaking. I like to
Hmm.
encourage people. I like to see people win. I like to see them happy. And so, anyhow, I can use my life and what I've been through in the industry to help anybody else, I'm
Hmm.
good with it. Like anytime. And that was that experience for me. It was a whole audience of about
Hmm.
800 to 900 students. And so I was the
Hmm.
big finish at the end of the day because they had listened to about 6 other TED Talks all day. And so I knew that whatever I had to say had to be straight to the point and give them the meat of the story so that they got it. So I think I whittled mine down from half an hour down to like 13 minutes or something. And they loved it and they got it. You know, I think what was fun is at the end, I sang You're a Superstar, and all the teachers were in the aisles jumping up and dancing. The kids were like,
Hmm.
you know, because their teachers all
Hmm.
grew up, went to college,
Hmm.
playing it and hearing it. It was their anthem.
Hmm.
And so it had now become
Hmm.
the students' anthem as well, which was kind of cool.
Because that your single superstar, it relates to like it's to like all the audience, like
Yes.
that will
Everybody, everybody.
every person in the audience, because it's
Yeah,
like when somebody tells you that you can't do something, you could definitely do it. You got to prove that person wrong, and you're the
that's right.
superstar.
That's right. But I say don't do it to prove them wrong. Do it to prove you're right.
Hmm.
Believe in
Yeah.
yourself. Don't bother with what everybody is saying, whatever people think of you, and all the negatives.
Hmm.
People will always put their, as I said in the talk, people will always
Hmm.
project their negativity and their fears on you.
Hmm.
It is within
Hmm.
you to go forward and conquer and believe in yourself and do well. Block all the negatives out, stay focused,
Hmm.
and live your
Hmm.
life and follow your goals and succeed. It's about you, it's not about them.
Hmm. And superstar, you
Yeah.
performed it at the school, you performed it at like the Gay Pride event, the
Yeah.
Inspire Awards, and I
Yeah.
forgot on where else you performed superstar at. Um, which is your favorite play? Which was your favorite place to perform superstar at, and why?
Well, there's a few, but I can, you're in New York, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I did Pride in New York. I sang on a truck for 7 hours singing Superstar nonstop back to back. And that was a
Hmm.
lot of fun because that was the first time I had been to New York Pride, and to be on a truck and sing it and have the audience singing along was a pretty cool experience.
Hmm.
Other than that would be probably the UK, because the energy there is like insane when I sing.
Hmm.
It's an anthem that has not died. It keeps going. And so now the grandparents know it, the parents know it, the children know it, and they're still singing it. It's still, it
Hmm.
means so much to them. So that's a lot of fun, like to perform it there. And I would say probably at quite a few shows across Canada as well. Those were pretty awesome as well. Yeah.
I would like to visit Canada.
Yeah, Canada's nice.
I
Canada's
would
a nice
like to.
country. Yeah,
Mhm.
I think you'll like it.
And I would like to taste the food too. It's like the first food that I would like to taste when I
Okay.
visit Canada is the
Okay.
Canadian bacon.
Canadian bacon. See, you guys call
It's
it Canadian
round.
bacon. Yeah, we don't have that. We actually don't have that. We just call it bacon. Just regular bacon. I think the Canadian bacon thing is an American thing that they call it Canadian bacon and make it round. Because here I don't really see it that often, which is so funny. But what you can
Mhm.
taste, we in Toronto specifically, which is where I'm from, we probably have the best of the best in food. Anything you want, you can get it here. I'm West Indian. I mean, born in Canada. My background, my heritage is West Indian. So there's a lot of great West Indian food that you
Mhm.
can enjoy. But Canadian, I would say poutine is probably the one you want to try. That's French fries with brown gravy and cheese curd
Mhm.
on top of it. And now they've got a whole bunch of yummy variations of it. It's like perfection. You'll love it.
Mhm. I know the typical flavoring, like in Canadian food is maple.
Well, maple syrup is we're known for. We're definitely known for maple syrup,
Mhm.
but we have a lot of good
Mhm.
food. Like we're extremely multicultural, especially in Toronto. Very, very highly multicultural city, and we're a food culture. So as I say, you can get the best of any type of food you're looking for. You can get it here. So
Mhm.
you'll have a
And
blast.
and on what's my favorite like Canadian place to go to out here in the United States,
Okay.
Tim Hortons. They sell like
Yes.
I love Tim
All
Hortons.
right. That is very Canadian. That is very
Mhm.
Canadian. Yes. We refer to it as Timmy's.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yes. Tim Hortons is very distinctly Canadian. Absolutely.
I love it. I love it. I tasted
Thanks.
their chicken fajita rice, their steak fajita
Nice.
rice. I tasted their chicken salad sandwich.
Okay. Nice.
I never had their donuts, but I have to try their donuts.
Yeah, you got to try the donuts. The donuts are good. And the coffee, I think we're known for our coffee as well.
Have I ever had their coffee? I don't think so.
Yeah, you got to try it. You got to try it. I
Mhm.
think like a double double. I don't really drink coffee, but I know everybody drinks a double double, which is
Mhm.
like I think if I'm correct, half oh, what do you call it? Oh my god, hot chocolate and half coffee.
I have to do your homework. I need to taste
Try
it.
that.
Mhm.
Try that
Well,
one.
the next time I go to Tim
Or
Hortons,
is it a
that's when
half and half? See, I'm not part of the coffee culture, so it might be half and half. But try the hot chocolate with the coffee. I think you'll like it.
I'm definitely gonna do my homework.
Yeah,
I'm definitely gonna
yeah,
do my homework. So when
yeah,
I taste it, I'm gonna hit you up. I'm
yeah,
gonna
man. Hit
DM
me up and
you.
let me know.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. On a cold fall or a winter night, check that out and see if it hits the spot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Getting back to music, and
Yes.
your genre is R&B, dance, pop, and rock.
Hmm.
Which legendary like dance electro artist would you like to do a collaboration with, and why?
Hmm. Wow, that's hard. Um, I've been listening to a lot of 90s music, so I would say right now would be people like, or women that I respect, like Robin S., Cece Peniston, Crystal Waters, Anaya Day. All those women are amazing. So, I think the
Mhm.
power voices, Martha Wash, all of those women are women that I grew up admiring. So for
Mhm.
me, any collaboration with them would be amazing.
And when I
Yeah.
was listening to your music,
Okay.
Robin Ness and CC Peniston popped up, and I was like, her music reminds me of their music,
Yep.
like
That's it. Yep.
finally by CC
Yep.
Peniston, Show Me Love by Robin Ness.
Yep. I'm in that genre, so it makes sense. Yeah.
hmm
Mine's a little more on the European sounding side, but it's the same genre.
hmm It's like and when you
That
do a
pop dance vibe.
collaboration with one of those ladies, it's gonna be
Yeah.
dope.
Girl, I would be totally down with it. It'd be fun. Absolutely.
hmm I'll be looking
Absolutely.
forward to it.
All
I'll
right.
definitely be looking
From your
forward to
mouth,
it.
from your mouth to God's ears.
hmm Okay. So um the what's you was featured in a song with
Mm-hmm.
Wildlife. I
Mm-hmm.
forgot the name of the group. How was it
Wildlife,
like?
yeah. Wildlife.
How was it like collaborating with them,
Well,
being featured on their song?
I'll tell you what that song is. Um, you guys, you know, Queer Eye for the Straight Guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
The show Queer Eye. I am the original vocalist for that show, for the original cast of Queer Eye. So that all things just keep getting better is that track.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's when I toured through New York and through the States quite a bit, supporting that song with the Fab Five. And actually on my IG Live, I had Carson on last week. So we were able to kind of reminisce about that time. So if you look it up on YouTube, you'll put All Things Just Keep Getting Better. You'll see me in the back of a cab singing the song in the video.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Hmm. And you actually like, it's like when I see you perform, it's like she was like she reminds me like of like Aretha. You're mixed with CC Peniston and Aretha Franklin.
I'll
She
take
was
it.
giving me both vibes.
I'll take it. I'll take it. I get often get compared to Riri
Hmm.
with my look, so I'll take that. And Cece, I actually did some backgrounds on a track for her a couple years ago, so it was
Oh,
nice
okay. How was
to
that
work.
like?
It was great. It's a song you can find it on YouTube called "Are You Ready for
Hmm.
Love?" And so two producers that I had hits with had written a song for her, and she came. I think she wrote on it as well,
Hmm.
and I
Hmm.
just came in and sang the backgrounds. It was a great time.
Hmm. Are you
Great time.
ready for love? I
Yes.
love that song. I heard it a couple of times,
Are you
and like
ready for love?
it took me back to the 90s. And the last time when I saw CC perform, when she came out here in New York, she
Nice.
like picked a couple of people. She said, who could dance?" And I raised my hand, and I was like the last one that went up to dance, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I just did like a two step. I spinned around, the
Nice.
audience went crazy. It was like
Nice.
one of the best moments that I ever experienced because I met Cece a couple of times. Cece is super sweet. She's
Absolutely.
talented. She's
Absolutely.
ageless.
Yes.
She loves
Absolutely.
her
Absolutely.
fans.
She's an icon. Absolutely.
Hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Very cool lady.
Hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So growing up growing up before you like entered the industry, who or who are your like top five singers that you look up to that influence you the most and why?
I like a lot of music. I could say when I started out as a kid, I listened to a lot of R&B. I remember I listened to like Atlantic Star and Anita Baker, a lot of Anita Baker,
Hmm.
Karen White. A lot of those singers were the ones that I would listen to. Martha Wash again, CeCe Peniston, all of those ladies for me were people who inspired me. I like powerful black voices, and those women are all powerful, you know. So I started singing off, I think, Anita Baker specifically, like Caught Up in the Rapture. I would do a lot of that in clubs when I had to perform with bands. So
Hmm.
that's what I would do. So I love beautiful, powerful black voices.
Hmm. Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
people people my color, people your color who
our
like
color,
could sing,
our
who could
color.
blow.
Yes, yeah,
That's a blessing.
that's
That's
yeah,
common in the industry.
yeah.
This has it's been going on since like before even the 1960s.
hmm Yeah, but you know what? I think Luther Vandross quote was quoted saying that black voices are aesthetically perfect, and
Hmm.
I would agree with him there because they're so versatile. You know, we can do many different things, but I think what identifies us is the power, the pain, and the soul. You know,
Hmm.
most definitely.
Luther would truly be missed, and his CD was one of the of my first CDs that I ever had.
Nice. Nice. Luther is amazing. I actually went to
Hmm.
Luther Vandross concert here in Canada. That was like the time of my life.
Hmm.
And I think Lisa Fisher was backgrounds for him at that time. So it was a very cool moment. I have all those tour books somewhere. I got to pull them out.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It's like we all wish that Luther was still here.
You know what? The beautiful thing, he's left us with so much music, iconic songs that can never, never be taken away from us. Oh,
Hmm.
see, and there's Corey. Black voices convey emotion and music like no other. Thanks, Corey. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. No,
Absolutely.
it's a
Corey is
different.
speaking the truth.
Actually, that's what I said. It's the power. It's the pain. It's the soul. It's a different.
Hmm.
It's a very unique interpretation.
Hmm.
Yes.
Hmm. And like another thing, when I listen to your music,
Hmm.
I thought about other Canadian singers like
Hmm.
Drake,
Hmm.
Trina Braxton, Tony
Hmm.
Braxton, younger sister.
Oh, she's
Have you
Canadian.
ever? Yeah, she has a Canadian accent.
Oh, okay.
Trina
Okay.
Braxton, Tony Braxton's younger sister,
Okay.
and
Okay.
there's this a song that she put out, "Party All the Time." Have you ever
Okay.
heard of? You seen the video?
No, I got to check that out. Okay. I didn't know
Yeah,
there was a
I used to
A
watch
Canadian
it.
connection. I got to check that out for
Yeah,
sure.
it's like mixed with pop and rock.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
No, I'll check that out for sure. For
Hmm.
sure.
And I'm speaking of Drake, that is Canadian, and like
Hmm.
he was first known as the guy on the wheelchair in the Grassy, the Canadian TV show that was aired
That's
that
right.
on the end
That's right.
many years ago. You
Yes.
watched that show, right?
I didn't really watch it. I was on tour a lot, so I missed. I
Hmm.
caught the odd episode, but I'm very aware of who Drake is. I know his
Hmm.
music well, and yeah.
Hmm. So, in your own opinion,
Mhm.
um, what did you think when when from about Drake from the Grassy, the guy on the wheelchair, to one of the biggest rap stars internationally?
What did I think? Very fiercely proud. Fiercely
Mm-hmm.
proud of him. I love the fact that he is so um, Canadian. To be quite honest, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
he's half American, half Canadian, but he didn't leave us behind, which I think happens with a lot of musicians. They tend to, once they make it in the States, they're just okay. I'm American, or they kind of stay in that realm. He represents for us so beautifully that we're extremely proud of him. I think I can't. I've never heard a bad word about him, and you know,
Mm-hmm.
he. I love his flow. I love his lyrics. They're unique and intelligent and very unique to him.
Mm-hmm.
His style is very
Mm-hmm.
unique to him, and I love that.
Mm-hmm.
I love that about him. So we're proud, very proud,
Mm-hmm.
and even the video he did with Rihanna. He shot
Yeah.
it here in Toronto at a West Indian
What's my
restaurant.
name?
Yes. The
What's my name that came out in 2010, and
hmm
I forgot the name of the song. It goes, "No, you've been hurt
Yeah,
by
yeah, 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 yeah,
someone else." I like
yeah,
that song. That's my
yeah,
favorite song
yeah.
by Drake and Rihanna.
Yes, yes. So they shot that here at a Caribbean restaurant, a very well-known
Hmm.
Caribbean restaurant here in Toronto. So again, he everything he does a lot of videos here. He's always present doing something or the other. He just opened a new entertainment complex that should be finished by
Hmm.
this fall here in Toronto, which is very timely because a lot of businesses got shut down because of COVID. So a lot of
Hmm.
venues. So it makes it difficult for a lot of musicians to perform. But now
Hmm.
he's opened that up
Hmm.
and it has multiple rooms inside. So that helps out for us like big time.
Hmm. And
Yeah.
I just hope that it opens back up now that COVID is dying fast. And we just like
Eh,
when COVID happened, we weren't
mhm.
even expecting it. We thought that it wasn't gonna happen at all. But this was a challenge to everybody um
Yes.
in every country all over the
Yes.
world.
Well, if we didn't realize we were connected before worldwide, if you went through a pandemic and don't realize we're all connected, I don't know what it will take for people to realize that we are, you know? So that was a scary thing, but we have survived, knock wood, we're still here.
Hmm.
Yeah, scary
Yeah.
stuff.
It's like millions and millions of people died from this virus, and
Yes,
like all we just gotta do is thank God that we are
yep,
still alive.
that's right. Absolutely.
It's like, a big number of people survived the virus.
Hmm.
A big number of people died from the virus. It
Yeah,
changed a lot of lives.
yeah, yeah. I know. I remember going to see my doctor when it had just hit, and I was like, "Well, I gotta head over to the UK and do stuff." And she was like,
Mhm,
No, 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 you're not going anywhere for a while." I was like, "It'll be done in a couple of months." And it was like
mhm,
6 months later, 7 months later, a year
mhm,
later. I'm like, still, like it was crazy. You don't really understand the
mhm,
concept of it's a pandemic. You ain't going nowhere, and
mhm.
so again,
She
just
wanted
really
you
happy.
to be careful. Like, she didn't want you to catch the virus
Yeah.
because it's like traveling on when, like, on when the virus is at a high rate, that's dangerous.
Well, I don't think it's going anywhere. So I think it's just something we have to constantly take precautions and make sure that we're good. It's scary stuff. Really scary.
Hmm. I just want like, businesses to open back up. I want like
Yeah.
every single business
Yes.
internationally to make good money. It's
Yes.
like we just
Yes.
gotta like, pray to God that nothing like this ever happens again.
I kind of feel like we're gonna see another one. I don't know when, because we've had a
Don't
few
say
now.
that, Simone. You need to have
Girl,
faith. You just gotta pray. You just
I'm
gotta
trying.
pray.
I
Don't
I
say that.
know, but
It's
I
gonna
mean,
come back.
realistically,
Pray.
think about it. Think about it. We've had SARS. We've had the bird flu. You know what I mean? We had whatever, I forgot, H whatever, and whatever one we had, and now we have this. So it's like it seems to be a trend. So I'm really hoping that nothing comes back. I really am praying. And if I can't. I just don't want to deal with that again. I can't.
Hmm.
For
Yeah.
everybody's sake.
It's not gonna happen again. I'm praying
Okay.
to God that
Okay.
I'm praying to God. Okay, like going back to Drake, it's like
Yeah.
since 2008, he's been very consistent in the industry. It's like he just
Yeah.
comes up with like different. He just comes up with like different ideas, title of his songs,
Yes.
albums, how the beat
Yes.
is gonna go,
Yeah.
and he's like I mean, his on shows like are filled with countless arenas. He's
Yep.
just amazing.
Yep.
He's just the superstar.
He's on fire and he's cute too.
Hmm.
So he's easy on the eyes for the girls. He's easy on the eyes.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
I think it's not that hard, for everybody to like him. Like I said, his stuff is different. It's very unique to him. And as you said, his shows are fun. They're packed. His ideas are all very cool and different. You know, it's a nice, perfect formula.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm. Will you ever collaborate with Drake, like do a remix and anyone on one of his songs? That'd
Well,
be
if he ever
great.
asks, I'm totally down for it. Sure.
Hmm. I'll be
Why not? I'm
definitely
sure he
looking
grew up.
forward to that.
I'm pretty sure he knows my music and grew up on it. So I wouldn't. You never know.
Because you came out like years before him in
Yeah.
the late 2000s.
Yep.
That's when he came out with his
Yep.
music.
Yep.
We know him from like the early from like the mid 2000s show The Grass.
Yes. 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 Yeah. No. I mean, like I said, if he calls and he's like, "We want to, let's do something," I wouldn't. I wouldn't say no. Let's put it that
Hmm.
way. I wouldn't say no.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. What does Simona like to do like outside of music?
Shop. I like to shop.
Mhm.
I like to cook. I like to hang with my friends. I like to listen to
Mhm.
music. That's
Oh,
pretty
okay.
much it. Yeah.
That's basically like every girl's favorite hobby: shop, hang out with friends, cook, and listen to music. And let me tell you
Yeah.
something, the most important thing is
Yeah.
cooking. And let me tell you
Yes.
something, every woman's supposed to know how to cook.
I
If
agree.
you
Because
don't know how to cook, please don't, like, get married. I mean, like, you could be in a relationship
yeah.
and, like,
Yeah.
know how to being, like, in a relationship, like, a boyfriend, girlfriend, your man, your girl. It's like, but like, marriage,
Yeah.
you must know how to cook like over 30 dishes.
Wow. Okay, you're putting a number to it. Okay. I just I cook
Hmm.
whatever it is. I'm like, what do you want? Okay, let's do it. That's
Yeah.
I don't know if I count the dishes I make. I should really start to do that. I'm the type of person who, when it's Christmas and Thanksgiving and stuff, like the table's full till we have to put another table of food because I've cooked so much food. But that is very typical. My family's, like I said, my family's from Guyana, so that's very typical. And if you go to any of my cousins' homes within the U.S., it's food till you bust. That's what we'd say: food upon food upon food,
Hmm.
full till you can't eat no more. So
Hmm.
that's yeah,
Hmm. And speaking of Guyana,
yeah,
people in the Caribbean, like
yeah,
every September, they have, like, the carnival event, the festivals.
yep. On the
They
Parkway,
have it in the Caribbean. They
yep,
have it in Toronto, and they
yes,
have it in Eastern Parkway
yep,
out here in Brooklyn, New York.
yes, yes. I got a lot of family in Brooklyn.
Hmm.
Yeah, I got a
That's where
lot of
I'm
family.
from. I'm
Nice.
from
Yeah,
Brooklyn, but I grew up on
what is the
Staten
mall
Island.
I go to? There's a mall I go to when I'm there. Kings Plaza.
Kings Plaza.
I'm always in Kings Plaza when I'm there. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, Kings Plaza is huge. It's like
Yeah. I'm usually like,
it
just
has
drop me off
everything.
and I go do my thing. I'm like, drop me
Hmm.
off. I'm good. That's it. And I hang out there for the day. And then if I finally get bored, I'll catch a cab back. But usually I'm like, I'm good. And they're like, are you ready? You're like, yeah, all right, I'll come now. But I love shopping there.
Hmm.
So
The stores that I like shopping at, I like shopping at Aldo, H&M, the
yeah.
Adidas store.
Yes. Yeah. Adidas. Did you just say Adidas store?
Yeah, I have
That's what
a pair of Adidas. I have an Adidas jacket.
see, and I was gonna wear my Adidas jacket for this interview, but I was just like, no, I'll dress it up a little bit more. But I love Adidas. I think I've got like quite a few
Hmm.
pairs of Adidas. I got an Adidas dress. I got two Adidas
Hmm.
jackets. Like I'm all Adidas. I'm trying to
Hmm.
make the switch to Nike and Puma. I saw a couple of cute things, but I'm an Adidas girl
Hmm.
at heart.
And
Yeah.
Puma was like popular in the 2000s, in the
Yeah.
mid 2000s, when they were
Yeah.
coming out with, like, different colors.
Yeah.
They looked
Yeah.
so cute. They
Yeah. I
would
had a
come
couple
out with
bags
black
from
and
Puma.
white, brown
Yeah.
and white, red
Yes.
and white, blue and white.
Yes, yes, yes. I know. Puma's got some. I think I had a couple of bags. So now I got to venture into like the jackets and the shoes
Look at
and
what
get into
Corey said. He
Puma.
said Simone Times Adidas collab. That would
Yes,
be
time for an
dope.
Adidas collab. Yes,
The have the, like, Canadian colors. I'm
yes,
pretty sure
absolutely. I have it in red
people
too.
would definitely be rocking it.
Yeah, man. I have some red Adidas too. I've been rocking that for
Mhm.
years,
Mhm.
years and
I
years and
have
years.
mhm. I have mostly white Adidas and black. I
Okay,
have all white Adidas.
nice, nice. I've been checking out some white pieces, so you never know. I generally stay away from white because to me it gets dirty. And I hate to see like a scuff on my arm or my pants or whatever,
Mhm.
but it
Don't
does
wear
look good.
white all the time. Wear white once in a while.
I
That's
know,
what I
but
do.
it's so pretty, especially now in the summer. It's
Yeah.
pretty, But
Hmm.
we'll see, we'll see. As soon as I rock one, I'll post a picture and I'll tag you. I'll be like, I dove into the white.
And just make sure like when you wear white and when you come back to the house, make sure you just, like, scrub it. I'm talking about the shoes. But, like,
Mm-hmm.
if you wear like a white outfit, like a white dress, just throw it separately in a bag full of, like,
Yep,
your other white clothes in
yep,
it.
yep, yep. I'm having a hard time with my white Adidas shoes, so that I'm just like I said, it's like
Mhm.
I like it, but man, the cleaning, the upkeep on that is some work. That is some
Mm-hmm.
work.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna
Yeah.
have music blasting as people go by.
Dilly said it's okay in the summer. It's actually like one of the best colors to wear in the summer.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I just tend, let's put it this way. I wear white and I will pick up everything that's on the street and it will be on my body by the time I get back. There will be no dirt anywhere, but my body will find it and it will be all over me. I
Yeah, you
love it,
just
but it's just
gotta be
the upkeep.
careful. You just
See,
gotta be careful. Don't even sit out outside
I see.
when you're wearing white. Inside
Oh,
when you at that place
yeah.
or like an event that you're going to, like when they say you have to wear all white, make sure you sit in a clean place.
See, that's why I'm not going to buy white because I like to
Corey
sit
said
down.
don't buy white because I eat ketchup.
Nice, Corey. Yeah, that's me. I'm just like, if I eat, my chest is a table. Whatever I'm eating will find its way to the white. So I'm just like, I wear black. It makes it easy. No stress. I look clean. I'm happy with that. I had on Adidas dress the other day. I love it.
Mhm. Okay, and let's go back to like the Caribbean festivals.
Sure.
I would never go to the one in Eastern Parkway in
Okay.
Brooklyn. I would go to the one in the Caribbean and in
Okay.
Toronto.
Okay. Well,
Be-
I have never been to the one in the Parkway, but I have gone to Carnival in Trinidad many times, and that is so much fun. And once you
How
go to
was it
Trinidad,
like?
it's awesome. It's awesome. I think everyone should
Hmm.
experience Carnival at least once in their life. It's a whole other experience. It's a celebration of life, culture, sexuality. It's just beautiful. It's beautiful. Soca music is infectious. It's fun, and it's freeing. It really is
Hmm.
a freeing. It's a beautiful, and there's amazing artists within the soca music genre, and
Hmm.
it's one of my, I mean, it's part of who I am, but it's one of my most favorite genres of music. Love soca
Hmm.
music, love it, like love
It
it.
it just makes you like dance your life away and like it just let you have that moment that you remember like forever. Especially if you're like wearing that outfit
Yes, yes,
the feather outfits the
yes,
sexy like outfit that show your body with the
yes,
feathers.
yes.
I know for a fact that I'm not gonna go this year, but next year I'm planning to go in
Okay,
out in Toronto or in the
okay.
Caribbean.
Okay, okay. The
I just
Toronto,
can't wait.
hopefully it'll be open. I know for sure I'm gonna head to Trinidad because before this pandemic happened, that's where I was headed was for Trinidad Carnival.
So
So,
you're gonna head to Trinidad in the end of August.
well, no, Trinidad one is usually it falls with the Catholic calendar. So I'll have to look for what it is for next year. Sometimes it falls in February, sometimes in March. We're near to April.
Mm-hmm.
So I've just got to check where Ash Wednesday falls and then because it really Carnival kind of kicks in from Christmas time and it kind of
Mm-hmm.
builds up. There's like usually one or two fetes and then it turns into after a while it's like there's one each day of the week and then it turns into there's three or four each night of the week. You know what I mean? It just keeps getting bigger and bigger. It's so much fun. Like it's one of the best times I've ever had in my life.
Mm-hmm.
I used to go a lot. A lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love soca music. I love
It is gonna be my very first time wearing that outfit.
it. Nice. So you're
Like
gonna play mass. You're gonna
yeah.
play mass then. Nice. You have West
Mm-hmm.
Indian you have a lot of West Indian friends?
Yeah, I do.
Nice. Then you're set. Then you're set.
I'm
Playing
just
mass is a
looking
lot of fun.
forward.
And
I'm looking forward
you gotta play
next year.
Juve. You gotta play Juve as well. They'll hook you up.
Hmm.
Juve's a lot of you will let me know when you come back how much fun you had.
Hmm. And
Hmm.
I heard on that like they do Juve in Jamaica, Trinidad.
Yeah, yeah. Barbados, it's all over. But
Hmm.
like I said, I've been to Carnival many times in Trinidad, and that was hands
Hmm.
down like It's magic. And we
Mm-hmm.
have some big fets in Toronto. If you don't go to the Parkway, then go with your friends to some of the fets. I'm sure there's fets in Brooklyn, and then go to those. You'll have a great time to get to know the artists, see them perform.
Mm-hmm.
You want to see energy? Go to a soca fet and see those artists
Mm-hmm.
perform. It'll blow your mind.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of those festivals, do you see yourself performing at the festivals?
Well, the kind of music I do is a completely different genre, so I would say no. But I have done soca music. I have sung it, so I would love some. That's on my bucket list to actually do a soca track, which would be a lot of fun. But I can say wholeheartedly that a lot of the techniques that I have on stage, in terms of relating to my audience and interacting with my audience, I learned from watching soca artists. Because if you want to see an artist control an audience,
Mm-hmm.
that's where you'll see it, because those are thousands and thousands of people, and it's mind
Mm-hmm.
blowing. I'll send you a couple of
Mm-hmm.
things on YouTube so you can watch and
Mm-hmm.
see, and I'm sure your friends will agree. It's
Mm-hmm.
nothing like you've ever seen.
Because your music is very catchy and like
Yeah.
people can listen to it on repeat and the crowd will go crazy
Oh,
if you
they go
perform.
crazy. They go
Mm-hmm.
crazy, and it's fun. But like I said, I like to, how can I say this? I like to mix it up. So if I sing a certain genre of music, when I'm not on stage or I'm not on tour, I listen to something completely different. That's just me. So that when I go back to that and I go back to stage, it's all fresh and it's new and it's fun. So
Mm-hmm.
that's how I work. I like to constantly switch genres and listen to many different things. My taste in music are very eclectic. So that's just how I am.
So are the fans expecting new music from Simone Denny?
I'm working on a few things. I can't tell you anything right now, but it's coming.
Okay.
It's coming. When I
Okay.
feel it's right, I'm definitely gonna. I'll let you. You'll know.
Okay.
You'll know.
Okay. Okay. So your album is you released an album. How many albums have you released,
Wow.
Simone?
Let's see. I have been a part of. I have songs on the BKS albums. I have Love Inc. I have the release with Wildlife, which was All Things Just Keep Getting Better. I had, oh my God, another track on Billboard, two tracks, one with Wildlife, one is myself, called Cliche. Um, I'm trying to think of what else. And then Your Love Fades Away charted. And I think that's it for now. So I've kind of been around and done some stuff. I mean, Your Superstar charted in the top 5 on the UK charts. So that's where it really kind of blasted off in Europe. And All Things Just Keep Getting Better was on the top of the Billboard charts in the States too. So it's
Hmm.
been doing a lot of stuff for a long time.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like and I see on you may have this very unique look in the industry, and like
Okay.
that's what they're looking for. You just
Okay.
gotta be yourself. It's like
Yeah.
don't try to be like anybody else. And
Absolutely.
hmm
Absolutely.
she Corey says she can wipe her buttocks with Juno
Juno
Awards. Just
Awards. Yeah. Okay. So
Simone, who is this guy, Corey?
Corey is an incredible artist in Toronto. So, and he's talking about a Juno. The Juno Award for Canada is the equivalent of the Grammy in the U.S. So
Oh, okay.
I've got four of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what was it like performing at the Juno Awards?
Oh, it's fun. That's a dream come true. I think since I was a kid, I used to dream about doing that. I'd sing in my basement, have the music up so loud it would probably shake the house. I'm sure the entire neighborhood could hear me playing and singing. And so when I finally had the chance to perform, it was like, when I say manifestation,
Hmm.
from pretending to see the audience to be actually in front of the audience, winning a Juno and singing that something you dreamed about as a kid is an incredible feeling. It was pretty awesome.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And that was uncommon back in the 90s. Is But people would be blasting music, people would be jumping up and down, making noise,
Yeah.
disturbing the people who are trying to live
Yeah.
in peace. Because I grew up in the projects, and
Okay.
that's what
Yeah.
I experience. The
Okay.
neighbors blasting music, people that
Yeah.
live above me and below me
That's
blasting
right.
music,
That's right.
people outside the buildings blasting music.
Yep. 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 Same thing. Same thing. It's the same,
Hmm.
a similar experience. So um, I don't think I could live any other way. Right now, when I'm driving in my neighborhood, they can hear me coming from like miles away because it's cranked, like loud,
Hmm.
like really loud. So
Hmm.
I don't know how to listen to music quietly. I don't get it. Like it's supposed to be loud.
Uh-huh. Especially if it's like your favorite songs.
Yeah.
We don't give a damn. We're gonna
Yes.
listen to our favorite songs, and we're gonna
Yeah.
dance like
Yeah.
the like afternoon, evening, night away.
That's right. That's
We
right.
don't it's like we don't give a damn if like somebody wants to like sleep in peace, if they have to get up tomorrow to, in the AM to go
Yeah.
to work. We don't give a damn. We are just living their lives. We are enjoying
That's
ourselves.
right. That's right. That's right. What kind of music? What kind of music do you listen to?
Classic, a classic R&B, and B, and you see, like
Nice.
my page, I'm all about classic,
Nice.
R&B. I like
Okay.
classic reggae,
Nice.
Afrobeat,
Okay.
soca, dance.
Nice. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, you and I have similar taste then.
Mm-hmm.
That's very cool.
Oof. And it would just be so funny. It's like they would say, cut it down," where people would be like, if like you living in the projects, and like you playing loud music, and people below you are like are trying to it's like the people below you are trying to sleep, and they would be like using a broom and say like, turn
Like,
it
shut up.
down, turn it
Yeah, turn
down,
it
shut
down.
up, turn it down. Somebody trying to sleep, somebody gotta go to work in the
It's like
AM.
if it's too loud, you're
They
too
don't give
old. I
a
say turn
damn.
it up. If it's too loud, you're too old. Turn it up. Turn it up. It's music. It's meant to be heard.
Hmm.
It's meant to be heard. I say turn it up.
Yeah, it's like, oh, we don't give a damn. Deal with
Yes.
it.
Yes. Exactly. Exactly. I agree. Wholeheartedly, I agree.
Hmm.
Corey, you're too much. Corey's too funny.
What did Corey say again?
And
And
imagine
imagine
idolizing her
analyzing
and
her
seeing
and
it.
seeing it. He's talking about you.
Yes.
I could tell Corey is a funny dude.
He's awesome. He is. He's a very nice
Hmm.
guy.
I'm gonna send you a request, Corey. Actually, send me a request so I can follow you back.
Yeah, you can follow. I think his page is open. Yeah, Corey Stewart. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yes. He's an incredible songwriter.
Hmm. And I
Yes.
like to listen to his music too.
Yeah, check him out for sure. For
Hmm.
sure. And he's gone quiet now. Oh no, here he is. He goes so good. All right, there he is. I
Okay,
spoke too
Bish,
soon.
I will.
Oh, fuck. Then do it. He's talking to me. He's talking to me.
Oh, okay. I thought
Yes,
you were
add
talking to
her.
me. I was like, no, he didn't.
Yes. I've known Corey for a very long time. It's all good. It's
Hmm.
all good.
Hmm.
Yes.
Don't be talking to me like that, Corey. No, 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 no. Joe.
It's a joke.
All
It's a
right,
joke.
Simone.
Yes,
All
darling.
right, Simone. Thank you so much for taking your time out this
Of
evening
course.
to joining my podcast. Myself and the fans will definitely be looking forward to new music.
Okay.
You look amazing.
Thank
Stay
you.
blessed
You
and
too,
continue
sweetheart.
to be consistent.
Well, I gotta say, it's important as Black women that we support each other.
Hmm.
So it was my pleasure to take the time to chat with you and for you to get to know me.
Hmm.
Absolutely. Very happy
Hmm.
to support you.
Hmm.
All right. You stay
Okay.
blessed
All
and
right.
stay safe.
All right. Take
All
care.
right. All right, darling. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.